Hey, are your parents crazy? Are they insane? Because unfortunately, you can have a kid and be a terrible person and then also be a terrible person to that kid. My parents are great. My dad's still on his channel hunting raccoons. My mom's posting 80s slang videos. I love them. Not everybody was so lucky. So the only one that I've seen out of this batch is this first one. And I was just like, I gotta make this video. Because look at this, it's a Facebook post. And the guy who posted it wrote, "My daughter has estranged me for nearly 7 years. In that time, she got married. I only found out 11 months later. Then they moved to Hong Kong, which I also only found out later. Last year, October, my grandson was born. They kept it secret from me and I get a stolen picture or two from friends of her mother. So I asked ChatGPT to create a generic picture of us in Hong Kong. It felt so good seeing us together with my grandson in my arms. Maybe AI can help bring our kids and grandkids together again. So if you want to pick up your EC or grandchild, ask AI to create one wherever in the world you want it to be." Oh no, that's so cool. The AI now lets parents who you have like fully blocked off from being any part of your life for definitely good reason. You don't estrange yourself from your parent without a reason. And now those parents can go, "Okay, ChatGPT, send me a picture of my daughter looking me in the eyes saying, 'I forgive you, I love you, everything you did, it was my fault, I forgive you, I love you.'" And then ChatGPT will make it. Oh, that's not crazy. So that's what these pictures are. This guy right here, I'm pretty sure that's like her husband from the context, but that's the picture of him. The granddaughter, notice how in the other pictures that he's posting, especially this one, it kind of looks like he's replacing the son. Not that it needs to get any creepier than it already is, but it is creepier than it already is. This is like, by the way, definitely happening a lot. Like this type of thing is definitely not uncommon. But the fact that I'm assuming from the context that he's posting this on a Facebook group for estranged parents saying, "Hey guys, everybody should be doing this. This is a way to cross more boundaries with your daughter who cut you off for crossing boundaries." Now we're thinking, also a little bit curious how in that middle picture, it turned the daughter into Dakota Johnson and Daisy Edgar Jones somehow at once. But cool. But cool beans. Beans. Okay, this one. The email my dad sent with his rules for living with him. The context is, so I'm working on leaving a very toxic relationship. I haven't seen eye to eye with my father in years, partially because of abuse in my childhood, plus the homophobia and such. Great. But as a way to not be homeless, I reached out to see if I could move with him for a while until I got back on my feet. This is the list of rules he sent me that I would have to fully agree to in order to live with him. Some of them make sense, others are just, what the fuck? Okay, let's see. House rules for Heather. First and foremost, I am a Christian. If you can't handle that, you don't belong with me. That sounds so Christ-like, dude. Jesus famously said, I believe it was in Mark, "F your family, f your kids, f your mama, f your gay-ass daughter. And if your gay-ass daughter has to move in with you, f her." All right, cool. No new animals or pets. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. I don't want any more animals in my home. No smoking, period. No vaping of any kind inside the house. No drugs. No lying. No stealing. Obviously, no lying. Okay, yeah. You gotta say no stealing. I feel like that's kind of one of those unwritten rules. If by the way, people are just stealing unless you tell them not to, you gotta surround yourself with a different circle, brother. But yeah, no smoking, no vaping, cool. No talking about your gay lifestyle or sex life. I don't wanna hear it. I don't talk about my sex life. You are the only one talking about your sex life right now, or anybody's. You're the only one talking about it. You think your daughter's gonna go,
"Hey, I know you're really homophobic to me, but let me talk to you in detail about how I scissor."
And I'm not talking about the R&B singer. By the way, I know lesbians don't scissor all the time. I know that's not like the thing. It's just I had an idea for the scissor joke. I let y'all do your thing. But this guy being like, "I don't want to hear it." Unprompted. Thinking about it. What's this next one? No talking about your politics. I don't want to hear it. It would only lead to arguments. As a Christian, I believe abortion is murder. If you don't agree, keep it to yourself. When would that come up? You obviously have a very contentious relationship and she's relying on you in this moment to evade homelessness. Why would she then start pushing these things that are going to make it even more contentious in the household? Why are you even saying that? You are the one who's causing the argument right now. Pig fuck! No arguing or raising your voice to me or Michael. We live together peacefully and with each other's interests at heart. We actually care about each other. You are expected to do the same. I will not tolerate a slob. You must keep your room and bathroom clean to my standards. I expect you to always clean up after yourself around the house right away. No, I'll do it later. I will not tolerate laziness. I will not be made to feel uncomfortable in my own home. Bro, I think you deserve to suffer a little bit. Honestly, you sound like such a horrible person. This guy deserves suffering. He's just saying a bunch of stuff. By the way, the things that have been valid so far are no drugs. I guess no stealing is valid compared to the other stuff. No new animals, definitely. No smoking or vaping. great. I'd cut the list there. I wouldn't start just ranting and raving about all the things that you hate about your daughter, because those are clearly just things that you just hate about her and you just want to bring up. Very Christian, very Christian. Jesus sitting there like, yeah, that's my image. You must ask me permission before bringing anyone to my house and get my approval first. Low key, it's just shut the fuck up. In some instances I get it, but from the context of all the other messages, I can just tell that he's an asshole. And it's just if, oh, it's a girl? Is that your friend, or are you guys gonna shut up? I can't say it again, otherwise I'm gonna get pig. I can't say it. You will never say anything negative about mom. She was the love of my life. If you do, I will immediately throw you out, never to return. This dude's life sucks. This guy sounds like a total miserable, I don't want bag of crap. You will be given chores and they must be done, and not just when you feel like it. You will take a shower every day and wash your hair. I don't want a smelly person around me. Same goes for Mike. You will always be kind to my pets. Valid. I'm not your emergency fund or your piggy bank. I already raised you. It's your job to support yourself. Okay, whatever. Okay, he keeps going on. I'm not gonna give you any money. I'm not gonna give you any food unless I specifically say it, but don't assume. You gotta get a job. But the ending here actually looks really sweet, so let's focus on that. It is a gift that I'm allowing you to live with me and Michael. I owe neither of you anything. I did my part and I raised you. I am 60 years old, and if I am lucky to have 20 years left to live, I will not waste those years with negativity. I will allow you to stay here as long as you follow these rules. The length of your time you stay here depends on your ability to follow the rules I've set out. You are not a tenant here. I don't have to evict you. You are a guest. So be a happy, productive member of our family, and I'll be glad to have you back. This is a man whose life has gone so far down into the crapper that he has to really romanticize his life. That's what he's doing right now. He's romanticizing his life. But for him, instead of just viewing like, oh, life is great, he's like, I'm the protagonist of a movie where my daughter's a lesbian piece of shit, and I'm gonna Kevin Costner my way into masculine climax. Stop. Don't say Kevin Costner masculine climax. Oh my god. Okay, he sucks so hard. But the person who posted this said, but yeah, I'm no longer counting on him for anything. If he won't even treat me like his daughter, I don't see the point in even trying anymore. Just thought y'all might get a laugh at this. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of thing, you see those rules and you go, homelessness, this. And it's like a genuine question. That's how bad this dude is. Another Facebook post. I love a Facebook post. I took my daughter's first paycheck and put it toward the light bill, rent, and a little gas money because last I checked, she lived here too. Now she want to stomp around my house talking about I'm not working just to pay your bills and threatening to either move out or quit her job. Girl, be serious. You mad at me for showing you how it is in the real world? Welcome to adulthood, sweetheart. You don't just get to blow checks at Sephora and Chick-fil-A when there's a house that needs to be taken care of. But go ahead and quit if you want to. You won't be living in my house for free. Now stomp that, honey. Her first paycheck?
Hey, little girl, I brought you into this world.
Hey, guess what? It is within my control to extend grace, kindness, and love towards you, and to put good into the world and care and love to show you that there's a better life. But the decision that I'm going to make is when you get paid, you get effed. It's like, it's already gonna be hard in real life without your own mom doing this. You think you have to be the one to teach the lesson? Why do some parents think, well, they have to learn one way or the other, that life isn't gonna... Yeah, but their mom could treat them nice. Have you considered that? Have you considered that, like, the parents could not be part of what makes life so fucking miserable for everybody? Not that it's like... I mean, like, there's beauty in the, conscious existence and love and connection and everything. But in some ways, it is like you get kicked in the teeth. But does it have to be your mom's boot kicking you? My parents don't kick me in the teeth. My parents are very nice to me. And trust me, my teeth have been kicked in very, very hard. I love that so much, though. She's posting this on Facebook, hoping to, like, get validation from other people who are seeing it. Now she want to stomp around my house talking about, I'm not working just to pay your bills. Girl, be serious. No, she's not working to pay your bills. She's a separate human life form. You're just stealing it? What are you gonna do with the money that you are not spending on the bills? Abandoned at Chick-fil-A and Sephora? You said Sephora and Chick-fil-A pretty quickly. Is it maybe because, as I can see in just a little part of the picture that's visible, the hair is looking clean, and I imagine that the soft laid edges there might need some product to look like that good, a little Nairobi Rapid Shine foam and lotion? I think that's what you're gonna go buy at Sephora. Don't take your kid's first paycheck. If you have to, take the second. But the first is so, like, also just clearly a symbolic gesture. If you're making evil symbolic gestures to your kids, listen, they're gonna estrange from you, but I guess you have ChatGPT, so you're never really estranged. Ugh. Don't call me on Mother's Day again. You and your sister are monsters, and you made me cry like this. I hope that she drew that. I really hope she drew that because it looks hand-drawn, and I'm just now processing. I'm praying to God that she sat down and was like, exactly like this. How dare you, monsters? How dare you? Wait, so they did call her on Mother's Day? Don't call me on Mother's Day again. But is it like, you didn't call me? Don't call me on Mother's Day again. But it sounds like she's saying, don't call me on Mother's Day again. So they called her on Mother's Day and she just started sobbing and whipped out some charcoals. I love it. She's very unhinged, but we need to get her some acrylics and put her in a room for a second because I feel like she's gonna come out with some gold. That would be a terrifying mother to have. Okay, context for this one is history teacher sent me an email I thought was interesting, so I decided to share with my family to get their thoughts. Why do I even try? Here's your task. Talk to your family or loved ones. Is there a story or person in your family's history that stands out? Someone whose journey deserves to be remembered and celebrated. Collect digital images and information about them to use in your label design. If you don't have access to family history, that's okay. You can choose a person from American history who inspires you and whose story you feel should be amplified. That's the assignment. Sweet, classic. Send it to your family group chat and just see, hey, I wonder if there's anybody that I'm not thinking of that's like an interesting person to talk about. She said, are there any loved ones that stand out? I'm curious. Little emoji. Oh, just cute. How can you respond negatively to that? Like this. That is an insulting question to all of us. Do better. What? I was just asking. I'm doing this for my history class. Oh, I know. Not flattering at all. I'm so confused. Whoa, this is like Insecurity final boss. She asked for a notable figure in their family history and he's like, a notable figure? Are you kidding me? You would say that to me, a certified failure who's never done anything to note in his fucking life? You'd ask that to your dad who literally, if you asked me to name one thing I've ever done, I'd look at you and just start crying because I didn't even do anything? You'd ask that of me? Do better. Oh, you want to know about your family heritage? You want to know a fun story about someone in our family who's actually done something for once. Newsflash, none of us have ever done anything, least of all me. Not flattering at all. Do better. That's your dad, and that's his response to that. How do you even go on, like, with the connection to that parental figure at all? I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm just the type of person who, like, I can't even imagine if my parents were doing that. I love them so much. Their YouTube channels are so funny. And it's honestly like a way that like we've been connecting. Like I'll call them, we talk about it. I'm like, maybe you should like these types of videos. And they're like, oh, I had this idea for this. And I'm like, yeah. It's like a very sobering thought when I'm reminded there's people who are this like insecure. Hey dad, you have any fun family stories? No, how dare you insult me and all of my inadequacies? You know I have nothing to show for the 53 years on this planet Earth. How dare you? This one context. Okay, my mom, after I asked her to turn her music down at 10 p.m. For context, I had to move back in with my mother after a sudden breakup that left me with no choice for the moment. Okay, yeah, that's fair. We've never had a good relationship and every therapist I've had has considered it emotionally abusive. My room is 3 feet from hers and she blasts music until late at night. Okay, Ash Trevino. Usually at least until midnight. She gets extremely angry when I ask her to turn it down so I can sleep or just be able to hear my own music, show, etc. that I always listen to through headphones. So loud that you have headphones on and you still can't pay attention. These texts were last night after I had just been in the ER for a ruptured ovarian cyst. Shout out ovaries. Sorry about your cyst. And was trying to relax and recover. It's a very fun living situation. Yeah. Wait, okay, I gotta see this. Can you turn it down a bit, please? I literally just turned it on. Yeah, and it's extremely loud. Whatever. Better now. And it's just a typo. I don't think it's just a typo. Don't read into that. Doesn't sound like you turned it down at all. There. Happy? I turned it off. Can't do a damn thing in my own house. Did not ask you to turn it off. Just down because it's late and I'm tired and don't feel good still. In parentheses, subtext, I just got back from my ovarian cyst rupture. If it's not loud, it's not music. My generation. I'm sorry you don't feel well.
My generation, we like to blast The Cure. Unlike your generation who listens to Tate McRae and Sabrina Carpenter on low volume, we actually listen to real shit, like fucking Def Leppard. You expect me to listen to Van Halen without having it blasted up until my eardrums are bleeding? I'm not gonna let David Lee Roth say Panama anything less than Panama!
Sophia's literally in the other room right now going, shut the fuck up! Stop feeling her! That's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower. Just kidding, she loves it, but she would be well within her right to do that, and I would have no problem with that, and I'd go, yeah, I'm getting a little bit too carried away, I'm having really fun filming. Not, okay. Guess you're not really part of my generation who actually knows real music for once. Idiot. People like this just, they're what we call characters. I feel like every culture is like, our culture calls them characters. Because I almost said in the Midwest, we call that person a character, but like everybody says that. I don't know why I'm sharing that with you. If I'm sharing other things, Sophia made this for me for my birthday. Can you see it? It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's like, and And I put it up here on my camera when I film. Sharing time over. Let's go to the next one. Had to get testing done today for cervical cancer. Oh shit. This is the compassion I get in return from my mother. For context, I had some abnormal results on my yearly exam recently, and since this has happened before and not gone away, my doctor wanted to do a biopsy to test for cervical cancer. My father passed from cancer, as did multiple family members, so it's a pretty big fear of mine, especially since I'm only 27. Went in for the procedure, and while there, my doctor recommended I avoid smoking and secondhand smoke exposure due to it increasingly the risk for this to develop into cancer. My doctor even said, well, if it's to keep you from getting cancer, I'm sure that'd be reason enough for her to quit smoking. I flat out told her it wouldn't be, and she laughed. So this is the text that she sent her mom. After all that out of context, okay, I'm nervous. Only took one sample from the colposcopy that she said she isn't expecting to come back as anything. Should have biopsy results in a week, so fingers crossed. She did say I need to avoid secondhand smoke exposure since it's just as bad as if I smoked in terms of causing cancer. I don't need more texts that will create more stress for me today. Oh, that's an evil woman. That's an evil woman. What happened? You got your headphones cord caught on the doorknob? Remember when that used to happen? You get honked at in traffic? Listen, there's no amount of stress that, like, you could ever say sport. You could have just had 3 people die in front of you, and then your daughter texts you this. You have to be like there for her. So egocentric, wrapped in her own world. This is the type of mom who's like, I've noticed this when I make videos, and like some of my friends will have like a situation like that, and it's like they view their children as not even extensions of themselves, but like B plot. It's like, no, this is all about me. Yeah, I popped you out like 27 years ago. Okay, whatever. But if you're not serving me, then I don't want it. That type of like toxic Instagram advice. If it's not serving you, cut it out. This mom sitting there going, yeah, my daughter's cervical cancer diagnosis, literally so annoying. One of these days I'm gonna have to toughen up and cut her off. What a horrible, horrible way to go through life. Because the connection that you get from talking to somebody, being there for somebody, like being the sounding board for their stress, responding with love and comfort, it's not like it just goes out into nothing and then you're like empty of good vibes. What the hell? You are connecting with somebody and then you also are like being filled with, like, there's no moral framework where that kind of like makes sense. So I don't even understand how you get there. I think it just comes from like a logical deficiency. I think you got 3 brain cells and they're all thinking about me. Okay, here we go. My narcissistic mother's response to my elopement versus my father's response. The context is my mom is the main reason we had a courthouse wedding and didn't tell anybody. She's very dramatic and likes to make everything about herself. She essentially bullied me into telling her before I was ready, and this was her only response. I told my dad a week later and his response made me cry. So after being bullied into saying that you got a courthouse wedding, mom said, I knew it. Does your dad know? Not, oh my God, congratulations. I knew it. We said, no. Okay. I'd be really hurt if he knew before me. You are somebody who makes the entire world around you hate their existence when in your vicinity. That cannot be a positive way to choose to live your existence on this earth. On the time we actually have here for what? You know what I mean? Awful. Okay, I want to see the dad though for a little bit of, what's it called? Eye bleach? That doesn't sound good. Send that picture. Okay, so cute. Congratulations, all my love. If you'd like to have a gathering of friends, like a wedding reception or go on a honeymoon somewhere, let me know and I'd be happy to give it to you as a wedding gift. Well, I think the mom sounds a little bit bitter because she might be a little crap bag and all of her issues that she blames on everybody else around her might actually stem from the selfish way that she treats everybody. Maybe all of the lashing out and making everybody feel miserable and being awful and manipulative and toxic constantly. Maybe the fruit of that seed that you've been planting and sprinkling with hate and vile, vicious, awful, maybe that turns into a tree that's got shitty fruit. Meanwhile, husband over here been putting strawberries in a patch, picking them out and eating them red and plump. I don't know what's happening to me today, but I'm having so much fun filming this video. Got this text today, all because I prefer to go by Jenny and not fucking Jacob or trans. Anytime there's a situation that's from the POV of a trans person and they're talking to their parents and it's in one of these things, it like genuinely never once has shown anything other than complete insanity from the parents that makes them look so unhinged and disconnected from reality that I have a hard time understanding how people can't see this type of like thing and still have the kind of feelings and the rhetoric they have with trans people. It's just fine. Like it's fine. It's not gonna hurt you. If they're happier, they're happier. That's your kid. Do you not want your kid to live a happy life on earth? Okay. I see like the picture out of my peripheral and it's actually funny. So this is from dad. Until you change your name back from Jenny. You will not be welcome home. It is killing your mom. And then the picture of his mom. I love this picture because, you know what? The fact that you would feel tormented and bad about this, you suddenly deserve to feel bad. If you are the type of person who would be made miserable for this, which is something that should not make you feel miserable at all. Confused? Sure, of course. You feel like the world is changing. Miserable? No. But then it's like, yeah, you actually do deserve to feel this way. Also, at a certain point, confusion is a conscious choice when it's dealing with your own child who's transitioning. And it's like, you are their parent. You kind of owe them the responsibility to learn and know who they are. In my opinion, I think people should be good parents. Anybody else think that? Shut the fuck up. No, but for real, I just love imagining this scenario right here where the mom breaks down, sits down sobbing. Oh, Jacob wants to be a girl. Yeah, Jacob is a girl. Shut the fuck up. By the way, they're not Jacob, they're Jenny. Sitting down on the ground crying. The fact that the dad is sitting there like this, and he's not going, oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Of course, everything's gonna be fine. But he's standing there and he goes, do you have any idea what you're doing to your mom? Wait. I just realized. There's more to the picture, mom. Okay, this is how we gotta close out this video because I just found out there's a lot more screenshots on that one. In my headcanon, I'm just believing this because it makes it so funny. And I think it might be true. The woman who said, and you made me cry like this, because her kids called her on Mother's Day. So where we left off was, how dare you monsters, how dare you? But now let's just get into the whole thing because this is one of those monologue ones we're just gonna go through from beginning to end. And then we'll talk about it after. Fuck you both for what you stole from us, you hateful monsters! I will never come when I hear you cry again. I never expected to hear from you on Mother's Day anyways. How dare you? Just how dare you call me at 5 o'clock? You can come searching for us. You get your wish. I raised 2 monsters. Don't want parents? You don't have to have them. And I am so sick of this and I will never come when you cry again. Monsters! I do not love you or Savannah anymore. Gloves off. Live your life. Script flipped. Neither of you deserve us, you hateful children. And you know what? You get your wish. I hate you too. I'll never reach out again. Neither of you monsters deserve your parents. Go cry, Leo. Please cry. I would cry. You and your sister are monsters. Evil. And in the sober light of day, I wake up with the shame of drunk ruined it again. No, I didn't. You and Savannah did. You both have been monsters. Block me again. Lol, you are so right. We don't need therapy. Stay in complete denial about the wake of your emotional destruction that you caused. Good for you. And I am so done. You and your sister and her sickening husband have treated us terribly. Monstrous, sexual monsters. Doesn't even remember when he touched his mother-in-law. Never call us again until you are ready to gravel the way you have made us gravel, the way you have humiliated us and made us crawl. We hate you both and your white trash brother-in-law. You monsters, you abusers, monsters. I will never come again when you cry. Don't ever call me on Mother's Day again. I should have spayed myself like a dog. I hate what you both did to us. We both do. Hate you both. Cry. I would cry too if I were you. Monsters. You can spend the rest of your life making this right. I am so done being snarkled at by you. Go fuck yourself, you monsters. You don't love us? Don't have to have us. Fuck you, Leo. Honestly, fuck you. And Savannah, lol. Can't wait to see what that bitch brings on herself. You both deserve nothing but destruction for your white, privileged, hateful treatment of your parents. Honestly, fuck you both. I will never come when you cry again. And don't you ever show yourself again. Oh my God. First of all, I'm sweating. I should have spayed myself like a dog. Can we get her in a writer's room somewhere? And like also in handcuffs potentially? This is evil. This is one of the worst like things I've ever read. She really likes the word monsters though, and it's all caps every single time. She's been watching that Jeffrey Dahmer series. Monsters! Monsters! And also the fact that she keeps bringing up, I will never come when you cry again. Hey, newsflash, Mom, in parentheses, Emily, I don't think they want you to come when they cry. Actually, I have a feeling that when they cry, it's usually because of you. What did they even do? They called her at 5 p.m.
You called me at 5 p.m.? Are you insane? insane?
I could not think of a more common time to call somebody. The most, hey, just got off work, just checking in with you, seeing how you're doing. Honestly, I should have spayed myself like a dog. If that meant you didn't get to live, that's fucking worth it. Whoa! Whoa! Slow down, mama. Slow down, mama. Elvis somewhere like, you can't talk to your baby like that, mama. By the way, she never even said what her daughters did, allegedly. So there's the daughters and then the white trash privilege. Are they white trash or are they privileged? Well, there is privilege in whiteness itself. But upon further reflection, I really do think that she drew that. I really think that she honestly drew that entire thing out and like is actually unstable in a way where I think the advice to block her is good. Like she said, hey, block me. I think that that is pretty good advice. Like that's kind of a good idea at this point. That's genuinely one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, but she's an amazing writer. Like that's a monologue. Hey, if you're in like drama school and you have an assignment where you have to do a monologue, because I know school year's coming up. If you have to do it, especially as we're kicking into the new year, please memorize this and do it. And if you do it, can you like tag me in and like post it? Because this legitimately is such a good monologue. And I remember when I was in drama school, there were assignments. There were like, find something that's not actually a theatrical monologue or from a movie or TV show. And I had done a poem like a fucking loser. I was like, do not go gently into that good night. Okay, I'm 17 years old and I think that's cool. This is cool. If you did this, okay, anyways, I just think it's an amazing monologue. I think she's an amazing writer and I am so terrified of her, and her genuine reality should be studied from behind bars. If you showed me these in a court case, I don't care what the crime is, guilty. And that's why I'm not a judge. Oh man, this was a wild ride. No, it really was, and I had so much fun. And hey, I would love it if you subscribe to this channel. Can I just say real quick before I cut to the outro or anything? I'm really making like a concerted effort I want to post more on this channel. And I want to make like my Film Cooper channel stuff. I loved making that deep dive, the TikTok psychiatrist video. And I have all of these ideas for like kind of bigger, like broader, like cultural, like commentary videos. And I'm so excited about like maybe taking the channel in a direction where I'm like making better stuff on Film Cooper, but then also the stuff that I make on Film Cooper, I don't ever want to like stop doing that because I love it so much. So I might even on this channel, I might start covering if there's like a crazy internet drama situation type of thing, then I might start also posting some of those over here. Cause some of them are like big enough that they warrant a Film Cooper video, but there's so many that I'm interested in that I'm like, they belong more in like a Coop channel thing. So just wanted to give you a little state of the channel update, but for real, if you subscribed, that'd be tight.